figure money, the label preparing us. Fight the dust instead of you making the fuss. People know better cause there ain't no comparing us. Mad at us, yes you know better, we fabulous. Hit my people off with the flow, that be marvelous. My whole clique victorious. Taking no prisoners with us, straight up warriors. When I feel it, then I know you be feeling so glorious. Then we blitz and reminisce on my people notorious.
Well, you really wanna party like that. Let me see just what you got for me. Put all your hands with my eyes to see. Straight buck wildin' in the place to be.
Now from downtown Minneapolis, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us inside beautiful U.S. Bank Stadium, the home of the Vikings. We think we have quite a battle in store. The winner onto the NFC title game. And off we go here in the divisional round. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down.
So the receiver does everything right, except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Hurts working in the pistol. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
A pistol snap, back to Hurts. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
First carry for Saquon Barkley. And a good run there. Finds the lane. Gets forward. Got 8 yards and sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's taken in by Dotson. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
That's caught Saquon Barkley. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike, you never go broke taking a profit. Give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
On third down, here's Hurts. Open man, left side, he's got it. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one, good for 16 yards.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll run it to the right here with Barkley. And he'll bring this inside the 15. That's good enough for the first down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. A pass caught by Saquon. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal. Very nearly a touchdown. He's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon. A 1st down there on a gain of 12. Scoring first, so critical in a playoff game. They've got it here, 1st and goal. Here goes Hurts on the design run. And he will do it himself. He's in. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Here's a 1st carry for their running back. And he'll work ahead for about 5 to the 25. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now, faking the give. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. He keeps it himself.
Just getting anything out of that one, I think, is a positive. It looked like he might have to throw it away early. Instead, he pulls it down. He winds up picking up a yard.
Here's a 2nd and 9. They motion the slot man left. They'll look to throw. The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down.
And I like the idea of moving the pocket. It makes it harder for the defense to rush the passer, but you have to account for the end man on the line of scrimmage, and that guy's job is to set an edge. Nobody gets outside of me. In this case, the quarterback. You've got to be better protecting your edges anytime you put your quarterback on the move.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
No chance to turn upfield. He's forced out of bounds after a very short return. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll start with an option play to the right. Up the sideline to the 40. And strong running there as they're finally able to bring him down. 1 quarter down in this NFC divisional round matchup. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll run. He'll try the left side now. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. On play action, Hurts. This one is caught by Dotson. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Man in motion is Smith. Quick throw here is complete. And the Eagles have got a 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 4-yard line. To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Third and long for Hurts. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase in what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. First and 10 now from the 36. They'll begin here on the ground. And a nice game there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. From out of the gun, he'll throw. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Here's 3rd and 2. He'll drop to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
From the gun, here's a handoff. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. Josh Sweat there on the tackle. Second and 7. Throwing now from the gun. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
He'll get this out to the left flat, and he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Now they'll set up to throw. That one incomplete. They can't hook up there, and that incompletion takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Let's make no mistake about it, Mike. I mean, this passing game, it just has not been very efficient here in the first half. I mean, they've produced more yards on the ground than through the air, and incompletions like that certainly aren't going to help.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Darius Slay. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 33.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Hurts to the air on first down. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
I'll run up the middle with Barkley. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. Talk things over before third down. Hurts. Open man, right side. He's got it. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points, but either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, You want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
On first down, it's Hurts. And that one incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and that will lead to a second down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of there.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get the football at their own 40.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping him.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And he will score. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Vikings. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run. They've got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. To throw is Hurts. Catch made there. That's Smith. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock. On first down, it's Hurts. He connects downfield to Dotson. And he will go all the way. Jahan Dotson. Touchdown, Eagles. Elliott now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Eagles will get out in front 17-7. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota. Clock is stopped with 26 seconds until the break.
At the 11-yard line.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Back to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Really just been a combination of errors here on this drive. I mean, the sack on 1st down put him in a bad spot. Then the incompletion there trying to gain it back on 2nd. And now they find themselves in a critical 3rd down here, or they're facing a 3 and out.
Third and long. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
Oh, no fair catch, and he pays the price. Big shot to make sure this return didn't even get started. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this 2nd quarter. Like a design run, Hurts has it, and he'll get 4 on this one, down inside the 40-yard line now. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout. The Eagles going to send their field goal unit out. This will be from 56 yards away. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Eagles going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the 1st half. All right, Coach, 2nd half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. We are set for the 2nd half kickoff. One of these teams ready to book a date in the NFC Championship game next week. And we are back at it with the 3rd quarter. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The third quarter begins with a run. He'll manage only a couple. Nakobe Dean in on the tackle. Second down and 8. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's complete. Left side to Worthy. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Here's third down and a few inches. Try to pick this one up on the ground. Inside the 35. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll look to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Just a little slow developing on that screen play there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go. Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
They've moved the ball well here, but now face third and 2. They'll try to get this one on the ground. He's going to have a Vikings first down by about a yard. So they pick it up on 3rd and 2.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's into the hands of Worthy. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Slot man in motion right. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And this one's going to be a loss of yardage. He's marked out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and They were able to stop that play really before it got started.
He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Minnesota. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
A try here for the extra point. He's got it. The Vikings are back within 6. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned, so it'll come out to the 30. First and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back. And in motion is Brown. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. This one is caught by Dotson.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard it.
On third down, it's Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Here comes the Eagles punt team. They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to look for the home run ball. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And, Mike, I think as they try to find themselves clawing back in this game, they're going to have to make a concentrated effort here in the second half to continue to get him involved. Give him opportunities in space with the ball in his hand, and chances are, when he has it, good things happen.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Throwing now from the gun. That's deep for the back of the end zone.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Vikings.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Now, the extra point. The kick is good. And the Vikings have taken the lead by a point here in the third. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. On play action, here's Hurts. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
Here's a third down and 4. Hurts. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. A gain there of 11. First down, Philadelphia.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on third down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
20-yard pickup there. Good for an Eagles first down.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Once again, it's Barkley. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this third quarter. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. A pistol snap back to Hurts. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Big play for the Eagles as they will try for two. To throw is Hurts. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack two more onto their lead.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
So a big change here. They go from down one, score the touchdown, add the two. Now they lead by 7 as they kick it off. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
What a good run there. That's going to put them over 100 for today's game, Mike, and it just seems as the game goes on, this guy just seems to get better and better.
Now they'll set up to throw. This is caught at 2. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
That's a really important pickup there on that last completion. Not only does it set up 1st and goal, but allows everybody in the huddle to just take a deep breath. We're no longer in this frantic offensive possession. Let's get our best play. Let's make sure everyone understands what to do because...
good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Man in motion is Smith. Off the play fake, Hurts. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
On second down, Hurts. He'll get this out wide. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. The crowd making their presence felt. This is third down. And they'll throw here with Hurts. This is intercepted. What a play by the defense in a tie game. Not only do they come up with the turnover, Greg, they score the touchdown and take the lead.
And that's just a mistake, Mike, at this point in the game that you just cannot make on offense. You find yourself in a game that could go either way, and you just gift wrap the opposing team a chance to take it back the other way and take the lead.
The extra point is up and through. The Vikings will go up by 7. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That'll be taken in by Barkley. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
A second down throw for Hurts. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. And this is taken in by the defense. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
The tight end Hawkinson starts the motion. Now a run on first down. He'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Vikings. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. They'll line it up to kick the extra point. His kick is good. And the Vikings will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. On first down, it's Hurts. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. To throw on second down is Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the fourth, but they will turn it over on down.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on fourth down, but this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on fourth down.
And he does not want to go down. Somehow he turned that into a gain of 6.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. Slot man in motion left. On third down, they'll set up to throw. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Hurts to the air on first down. He'll air it out down the middle. That's caught. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. He pulls it in around the 5. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Now Jalen Hurts on second down. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles are able to cut the deficit to 10. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
It's first down. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. And the defense has it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is...
And now the referee looks like he has gotten word from replay. They're going to stop the game inside the last 2 minutes. All replays emanate from there. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here, and they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. Here's a 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And the defense there to meet them. They'll hold them to 2 and bring up third down. Gray brought in motion. They'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught by Gray. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Minnesota. He'll drop to throw. He's going to run it.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So a win here for the Vikings. They will continue on in these playoffs. They're now one step away from a Super Bowl appearance. We'll have a tough one coming up next Sunday in the conference championship game. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings.
Man, what a hell of a year it's been. Keep on bluffing, but I just can't win. Drown my sons, but they learn to swim. Man, what a hell of a year it's been. Head in a bottle, put my heart in a case. It's getting harder to act my age. Play a sad song on a tiny violin for the man at the bar confessing his sins. I need some good news. Send me sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil will walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Trying to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these